everybody, today we are going to be playing Legend of Zelda Breath of Fresh Air. No, Breath of the Wild. Master mode, of course, because, I mean, the game's just boring at this point. But, yeah, as you can see, I'm doing pretty good. I just got some amiibos. Speaking of amiibos, let me go get mine. I will be right back. Okay, guys, the only amiibos I actually have are the Link, what is his name? God, the Majora's Mask Link, which is actually one of the newest ones, and the Ocarina of Time Link. So, yeah, I got the Ocarina of Time, hood, hat, then I got the boots of the Fierce Deity, which comes from the Majora's Mask one. So, yeah, I completed the tutorial because I was like, bleh, boring. Everyone's seen that before, so I decided, yeah, let's just go on and complete that. And, yeah. So, I'm about to go trading some spirit orbs. I don't know if I should get a heart or stamina. I think I'm going to get some stamina to make it even more difficult for me. So, yeah. Uh-oh. New battery 20%. Alright. Great power. I knew, 7 vessel, yes. Yes! Woo! Alrighty then. I think I got, wait, did I get stamina last time too? I think I did, so it's not any different, but I'm choosing stamina because whatever. I love that sound. Especially the build up to it. It's just all beautiful. And you can tell I'm in master mode. Oh, I forgot he does that. Oh! The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly. We're about to find out who the old man is, which most people know by now, but still, you're going to find out. Alrighty then. So, just check my inventory. I haven't played in a little while. Uh-oh, that's no fun. Alright. Usually I just Rivali's Gale up this. It is definitely quite weird not, whatever, using Rivali's Gale, or the paraglider in that general. Like, I just kept wanting to jump off things and paragliding off it. I feel like there's Korok seed up there. If I remember correctly, there is one. So yeah, alright, let's see who this is, which I already know, but cutscene.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramos Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path. Lo, a century ago, it was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Ooh, spectacular. That's amazing.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight bravely collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Wow. That always gets me.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end.
Is you?
That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link.
Oh, I'll do it.
But I am powerless here.
I'll do it!
You must save her, my daughter.
I'll save this whole freaking
Do
kingdom.
whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon.
Oh, I will annihilate him.
Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle.
Ooh.
I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village.
Kakariko.
There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Aye, Captain. Go on. Here's the paraglider, just as I promised. Yeah, but you lied to me the first time, you bumhole. Yes! Finally. Aye. Alright. Alrighty then. The isolated plateau. Yes. First main mission complete. With that, you should be able to safely fly off cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. So there's more? Link, you must save Hyrule. Wow, that just glitched out. He started the fade in. Well, that was weird. Let's go destroy Ganon! Right now. Dude, I don't even know if I could, like, there's no way I can even make it up the castle. That's not the castle. It's like, I don't even know I'm gonna make it up the castle, dude. Like, look how tall that castle is. Look how smoky and crispy it is. Whoa, motion controls, Lord. Where is the castle? Okay. There it is. There she is. Yeah, so that's legitness. Alright, so before I leave here, I'm pretty sure there's a knight's bow in this chest, if I recall. Oh, soldiers. Nah, knight's bow is way too powerful for, I guess early on in the game, but soon enough we should get a knight's bow. And I don't think I'm going to go straight to the missions. I think I'm actually going to, seek out some shrines in the Kakariko, area. I might head over to Kakariko Village and get some shrines. Enough to get one more heart, and then I'm going to try to take on a divine beast. So yeah, I am not taking any time. Actually, I will take some time right here. Okay, let's fly off the Great Plateau, because we just got our paraglider. Why the heck not? Yeah, so let's fly off the paraglider. No, let's just not fly off the paraglider. That does not sound like fun. Yeah, let's go on ahead and fly away. Alright, I want to get the highest point possible. Okay, as you can see, now there's not all that nasty mist. I think that's kind of weird how the game does it. Oh! What the heck? Is that like an ability you get? Oh, yeah. That is wonderful. I forgot it does that. That is so amazing. Alright. So, before I end off the video, let us... Oh my god! Stop doing that, dude. Okay. Let us, get some amiibos. So let's do Ocarina of Time Link. There we go. It's like, hello? Alright, let's just get this from me to there. Where are you? And you can tell I'm playing in master mode because you can see the little Triforce symbol in the bottom right hand. No, left hand. I'm an idiot. Oh, what? That's actually really good, so I should get rid of Shimshing. Yes. I'll get rid of that spear. Although I do really like spears. I already have one that's better than that. Yes! Oh, that's so amazing. Okay. And then finally, let's get the, where's that link? I was trying to remember what it said. Look at all these shrooms. Zap shroom, onion shroom, iron shroom, holly truffle. Oh, silent shroom. Never tried them. Oh, chill shroom. I'm getting so much shrooms. Is this the right side? Yes. And it's not like it really matters. I just want to align myself perfectly, but I can't. Ooh, that is pretty legit nice. Alrighty guys, so let's just climb right up here, and I will see y'all later. Peace out from the old Link himself.